a.m.
Authorities say an inmate is on the run after escaping from Grady Memorial Hospital, stealing an SUV and crashing on Peachtree Road.
And the holiday travel rush isn't over just yet. We'll go live to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where it's expected to be another busy day as passengers make their way home after the Thanksgiving holiday.
Good morning, everyone. Good Monday morning. Good Cyber Monday morning. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Ron Gant. Alex Whitler has the morning off. Let's get straight over to Joanne Feldman for a look at our forecast. A busy travel day. The next couple days, actually, and weather could be a factor, Joanne.
Yeah, weather messy off and on. But what we need to know about today is as messy as it might look in this particular view, those low clouds are not bringing rain yet. We'll close out the day with rain moving in, but most of this day will be dry with the clouds being very stubborn. And of course, it's a cold start. Make sure you have the coat before you walk out the door. Our coolest numbers are still below freezing. That's the case in Canton. And on the higher end, very chilly low to mid 40s. Those are temperatures you'll find mostly east and south, but no rain nearby. That's why we'll get through the morning, most of the afternoon without it. Some scattered showers could kick in by late today, but the periods of steady and heavy rain, those take place tonight through tomorrow morning. So it's really soggy overnight. We'll take a closer look at how much rain we're going to get this time around and more opportunities for rain later this week coming up for you in just a few minutes. Ron and Buck.
All right, Joanne, thank you. Let's check Skyfox traffic now. We're continuing to follow a crash. This is on the west side of Atlanta. Two left lanes are blocked on 285 heading north at MLK Jr. Drive. That's causing delays from Langford Parkway. Consider taking Highway 29 as an alternate if you need to be in that area. We're also watching a crash in Brookwood. One far left lane is blocked on 85 southbound before I-75, and that is adding to delays from Claremont Road. Buford Highway should be a good alternate for you there. And a crash we mentioned earlier near the Cobb Cloverleaf, that has cleared to the left. The exit ramp from 75 south to 285 west is back open.
Well, the search is on this morning for an inmate who escaped Grady Memorial Hospital.
Rockdale County deputies say Timothy Shane is on the run after crashing a stolen SUV along Peachtree Road and Ralph McGill Boulevard. He was being treated at the hospital following a suicide attempt, and we're told he was last seen running barefoot from the crash and wearing only a hospital gown. Police say that Shane could be considered armed and dangerous. You're urged to call 911 if you see him.
New this morning, a police investigation is underway in South Atlanta involving a convenience store. It happened at the Amoco gas station and Welcome Food Stores on Lakewood Avenue. Crime scene tape wrapped around the gas pumps, marking the area that the cab officers were focused on overnight. Several officers responded there after a report of a shooting, but we're awaiting word from police about whether anyone was hurt.
Efforts resumed today in Union County to find a missing attorney and law professor. Charles Hosh vanished November 11th while hiking on the Byron Herbert Reese Trail. That's near Blood Mountain. One nonprofit group is already conducting searches using canine units, drones, and ground teams. But a second nonprofit team is joining in the search, and their efforts will begin today. This comes roughly a week after authorities suspended their formal search. There's been a new development in the ongoing court battle between Gainesville High School and the Georgia High School Association. The football fight has enveloped 3 more teams headed to the 5A semifinals, right?
Yeah, now there's a possibility that Friday's semifinal game for the remaining 5A football playoff teams could be postponed. And Good Day's Caitlin Pratt has more.
A new development in the ongoing football fight between Gainesville and the Georgia High School Association. It's now enveloping more teams headed to the 5A semifinals. According to social media, the association's executive director notified the remaining 5A football playoff teams that this Friday's game could potentially be postponed. This afternoon, GHSA is meeting virtually with all parties involved, including Thomas County Central and Roswell, to, quote, determine next steps and finalize a plan moving forward. Already delayed, last week's playoff between Gainesville High School and Langston Hughes High School. Their game up in the air while the GHSA appeals a Hall County judge's decision allowing most of the previously suspended Gainesville players to participate. That ruling coming after Gainesville requested an injunction blocking GHSA's suspension of 35 players.
Asserting that those rules are invalid because they fail to recognize self-defense.
39 players were originally suspended following the brawl against Brunswick High.
40 kids on the bench thinking that one kid was being hit or subject to some kind of violence We're going to authorize all 40 people to run out on the field. I mean, think of the absolute chaos that would ensue.
That was Caitlin Pratt reporting. Again, the Gainesville-Hughes matchup is postponed while the court considers the GHSA's appeal, and there's no telling when that could be. As for future delays, that virtual meeting could happen this afternoon. This will not affect any of the classifications in the state football playoffs. Well, community members in Stockton, California are mourning after multiple people were killed in a mass shooting at a birthday party.
Faith leaders held a vigil yesterday, one day after that tragedy that claimed the lives of 3 children ages 8, 9, and 14, along with the 21-year-old. Detectives say the shooting was likely targeted. Authorities believe multiple shooters were involved and are now urging witnesses to step forward to help piece together the details.
Siblings are grieving, and our entire city is crying out, Lord, when will this stop?
We have to focus on unity. We have to focus on supporting one another, reaching across the aisle, extending a hand to everyone in this community, no matter what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. We have to do things right now.
Mayor Christina Fugazi is also urging against anyone against retaliation by the community toward those involved in the shooting.
Luigi Mangione will be in court today for a pretrial hearing. He's charged with killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December. The defense team has already filed a number of legal challenges, including a motion to suppress certain evidence collected during last year's arrest. The 27-year-old has pleaded not guilty.
Also happening today, Grady Health System will hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony for its brand-new outpatient center in Decatur. The new 14,000-square-foot facility is the first of 2 outpatient centers Grady will open in DeKalb County before the end of the year. It will offer a full range of services, including primary care, behavioral health, general surgery, and orthopedics. And according to its website, it officially opens to the public tomorrow.
Well, Thanksgiving may be over, but many travelers are still making their way home after gathering with some loved ones.
Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport says their busiest holiday travel period continues through tomorrow. Good Day's Brittany Edney is there now, and she joins us live. Brittany, good morning. How are things looking now?
Hey there, there's been a constant ebb and flow. Right now, I can tell you that to get through security here at the main checkpoint, you're looking at about 15 minutes. It's a lot better than where it was about a half an hour ago. And the latest as far as flights coming in and out of the airport, you're looking at around 72 delays and 20 flight cancellations. Now, this is just a part of that all post-holiday weekend travel rush. And over the weekend, there were some flights delayed on Friday and Saturday, and that was due to Airbus issuing a major recall for A320 jets. The aerospace innovation company advised airlines to make immediate repairs to a software issue before takeoff, and that affected major carriers including Delta, American Airlines, Frontier, and also United. And then across the country as well, weather has played a factor with more than 4,000 flights being delayed because of a winter storm over in the Midwest. A lot of snowfall that isn't typical to this time of the year, and the weather is not stopping there. We're expected to see another winter storm up in the Northeast starting tomorrow. We spoke to some flyers about their experience here as they prepare to get out of Atlanta after the Thanksgiving holiday.
I was down here for about a week, so traveling back to Milwaukee today to start the work week. Originally, I was going to fly back yesterday, pushed it today, just to get a little time for them to process the snow out there.
We spoke to another flyer who said his flight was first canceled and then delayed. He actually is at the airport for a full 10 hours to get on a flight to make it back over to LA, although he did have to add a stop in San Francisco. So this really is just a reminder to make sure to check on your flight status before you head this way if you are going to be one of those many travelers trying to get back after that holiday weekend. Reporting live at Hartsfield-Jackson, Brittany Edney for Good Day Atlanta.
Please have some nice music in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Make it a little easier anyway.
Right. Brittany, thank you for
Thanks,
that.
Brittany.
And as Brittany mentioned, that cross-country snowstorm isn't doing travelers any favors. Indiana, heavy snow caused a chain reaction crash involving 45 vehicles. This is on I-70. Officials there urging residents to stay off the roads if possible and to brake gently and avoid sudden moves if you must be out there driving.
Honestly, what's making this kind of seem more unusual for a lot of people is the last couple winters, we've kind of been more on the mild side. December's been fairly dormant from a snow perspective.
It's really unfortunate that this weather comes on a very busy holiday travel day, but that's the hand that we were dealt.
The interstate was shut down for about 6 hours yesterday. Folks across the Midwest and the Northeast are bracing for another round of winter weather today.